Hey everyone, Mark here at Matterport, going through the process of bringing out three-dimensional point cloud data from your Matterport scan. The my.matterport.com page is where you want to go. From there, go to the scan that you've completed and has processed. We'll go through this view just real quick to see some of the features that are in the workshop mode. But 4 scans only using a BLK360 from Leica. This is a supported laser system in the Matterport Capture app. So from here, those 4 scans, they went quite high. And this is just a standard size alleyway in a city. I'm going to do the measurements again. It's almost 70 feet. I know it would have gone higher if I moved the camera back. But it's an alleyway, so the building was in the way. But the BLK360 has a very good reach. So these 4 scans, I was able to capture the entire space that I needed. If you compared it to a Pro 2 camera, the Pro 2 camera would work in this situation, in this space, this outdoor space, the camera would work. You have less locations, so if you need to examine fine detail, the Pro 2 might be a more appropriate tool. But for the BLK360 outdoors, this is a great demonstration. So Matterpack on the left side bottom. From here you can place the order and purchase it, and then download the zip file. Matterport shares this data with you in a zip file that needs to be unzipped and then saved locally to your computer. So I'll go through that process now, through the unzipping process, and I'm going to save it to a new folder, a folder that I'm going to keep in a location that I know I can locate easily because I'll be using it shortly. And I'm going to go to the alleyway file and create a new file folder called 3D data. And I'll show you the inside of that 3D data folder as well. After it's unzipped, I'll open it up, and the first thing you see is the MTL texture file, associated JPEG texture images, mosaic images that have been created by Matterport, as well as some great 2-dimensional ceiling and color plans that are very helpful with scales included, as well as the OBJ and XYZ. So here we are into Recap. Recap is Autodesk's path for reality capture into their platform. So Matterport works in that same workflow. So I'm going to select the entire folder, not just the single XYZ. And the goal is to have all the information be brought in rather than the single XYZ. So I'm going to find that same folder that I located before and saved the 3D data. Here's the alleyway folder. And then in there, 3D data, that's the folder I am selecting. From here, you're able to add more scans if you would like, or other data sets. This is what Recap is made for. And after it is indexed, you have the same information. And this is all the scan data. This is a very useful tool for all kinds of ways, but for this, let's demonstrate. Let's say there's a mason or an engineer that needs to have a small cross-section of the wall examined. So I am taking this 3-dimensional data out. I'm going to edit the extra data out. This is not deleting it, it's just obscuring it. So then I'm going to save this entire cross-section as an RCS file, Recap Scan. It can also be saved as an RCP, a Recap project file, but RCS is the one I'll export here. Exporting link under the import button, and I'm saving it as an RCS. I'll do the drop down and do the RCS. And then I'm going to save it in the same alleyway folder, just so we have a clean set of information. This is saving the entire folder and file that we had before, and it's going to create its own support folder as well that needs to go along with that RCS. But here I am selecting that RCS, do the drop down, find the file, and this is the top-down view that I'm using of the RCS. I'll go to the view of the 3-dimensional angle. And here we are. There's your wall and your cross section to enable work with your designers and engineers. So if you have any questions, you can drop some comments below or contact me, Mark at Matterport. Thanks a lot, everybody, and I'll talk to you again soon.